Hi, and welcome to Wrong Way. And today, I'm gonna review the 2019 GotWay MSX 1600 watt hour. So, let me tell you more about it. Wrong Way. Man, this wheel is just so well balanced. But I think I'm starting to show off a bit too much. If you want to see my trick video, check it out here. Link is in somewhere there. Okay, so I'm riding now on the 2019 GotWay MSX, and I really think that this wheel is amazing. It's really great, and I think that now in 2020 it's still really relevant, and I think that GotWay, or Bigotta now, should come out with a thing that is similar to the MSX very soon. Okay, so listen guys, 1 year ago when I started riding on electric unicycles, on the V10, on other unicycles, I didn't really like the MSX because back then it felt heavy, it didn't feel really nimble, it felt sleepy. But over the last year I learned a lot about unicycles, I learned about riding electric unicycles a lot. And when I came back to this wheel, can we do that? I think we can. Woo! Whoop! Nice. I've learned to love the MSX. I think there's no other way around here. Should we take stairs? I think we should. Whoop! Whoop! Nobody coming? I think nobody's coming. Woo! Because of its simple nature, of its power, its performance, its weight, balance, and fun factor. So listen, this year a lot of wheels came out. The V11 came out, the S18, Veteran, MSP, then RS. But we haven't really seen much love in the lightweight 1000 to 1600 watt hour capacity department. Now there's still the Kingsong 16X, and basically at this category, well, apart from the Kingsong 18XL, there wasn't really much happening. The MSP kept getting bigger and heavier, the RS is even heavier, and there is of course no more MSX 1600 watt hour being produced, or the 100 volt 1230. And I think that these wheels really do deserve some love, because they're much lighter than the suspension wheels and the new RS. They pack a really nice punch of performance and range at, I think, at a lower price point. Because remember that the 16X, it's not a cheap wheel. And one of the deciding factors for me when buying the Nikola around a year ago was also the price tag. And the thing is that the performance of the MSX 84 volt still in 2020 still holds up. So check this out. 25-degree hill, I mean 35. Whoa. Okay, this went a bit worse than expected, but I've tried this already, so it should be able to do it. Let's check it out once more. Let's go. Ah, come on, power, power. Woo. That was close, I tell you that, but it still can do 35 degrees, which is awesome. Most people do not need 35 degrees, but if you can do it, that's great, and that's also better for heavier people. 30 degrees and 25 degrees, easy! So, what is the acceleration of it? Here we go, here, check out the footage. Oh yeah, that was nice. Now, yesterday I did also do a range test of the MSX 1600 watt hour, and it turned out to be, via GPS, around 52 kilometers. Maybe it's 55 via UC World, but sadly the app got disconnected during the range test, so I really can't tell you the exact details of that. I think it was also a more fun and more straining for the battery range test than on the RS, But still, you can see that the 1600 watt hour does have a lot less range than the RSs and the MSPs. I really didn't get a MSP below 60 kilometers with my usual style of riding. So even after 2,400 kilometers, and 200 of these kilometers were done by me, the range, in my opinion, is still okay, and definitely this can replace your car in most areas of your life. Now, I think also that the MSX, maybe also the Tesla a bit, is already a wheel that can do pretty much anything you'd want. The V8s and the V5s, you know, the smaller wheels, they're also great. They're great commuter wheels, small wheels you can take in a train, but this is already, I think, a car replacement. Okay, so what are the features of it? And it's pretty bare bones for 2020, I gotta tell you. The light is still pretty mediocre. I use a additional O light on my helmet when I keep riding in this one. There's 3 settings of the RGB. I think that the RGB is pretty well visible in the night, so that's pretty cool. It has no speaker, but before I was really a fan of speakers, but now I just ain't caring at all anymore, because I just bought myself a JBL Clip 3 and I'm fine on every wheel. The Veteran doesn't have a speaker either way. It now has the Nilonova pedals installed, which are amazing, especially for winter riding. These have pins installed in them and they're made of polyamide 6, extremely rigid. This pedal actually survived many drops from like a meter, and it survived my crash at 60 kilometers an hour on the MSS. So they're still the same pedals. Pretty amazing. It has also the trolley handle, which goes out really smoothly because of Mateusz, who was the previous owner of the wheel. And the trolley handle grip was replaced with a 3D grip, and you know, it just works fine now. And a lot of people, you know, complain about the trolley handle, including me. I mean, I really wasn't a huge fan of this trolley handle before, but I gotta tell you, I got used to it. And if you want to turn around, it's not that bad. And you know, if you just know how to carry this thing around, it won't flop. You just need to learn how to do it. You have to carry it in front of you, not next to you, and by any means don't try to go backwards, because this will end badly. Now, it can charge with the standard charger in around 10 hours from 0 to 100%, so it takes a while, but I have an optional fast charger by Unicycles, 3.5 amps, so it can charge in like 4 to 5 hours, which is already fine. It's good enough in my opinion. You can also probably charge it at 6 amps, but then I would need to buy another charger, which I probably don't need for this wheel. So it has the standard 4-pin charge port up in the front. It has a USB port as well. It doesn't have a lift sensor, but honestly, before, once again, I was thinking that, oh my god, what am I gonna do with a lift sensor? Now, it's actually really easy. So you come up to the set of stairs here, and you can either just push the wheel up because it has enough power, or you just turn it off, turn it on. I think it's actually simple enough. All these new things, these new switches and buttons and speakers and all of that, they do add a lot of comfort to the new electric unicycles, but they also add complexity, which means that they get more expensive and heavier. Okay, let's see if we can go up this hill. Whoa, let's go. Nice. And this leads me to the next thing I love about the MSX, the tire. The H5102 tire. This is by far my favorite tire ever fitted on an 18 or 19 inch wheel. This tire just has tons and tons of grip. It's well balanced, and as you saw there, I was going on grass and it still has grip. It's pretty amazing. I can also run this tire a bit of a higher pressure, and then I can also go downstairs, upstairs, you know, whatever I'd like. So this tire is great, and I think they definitely should go back to this tire instead of the new CST ones, which are, in my opinion, made of a poorer quality rubber. I also love the pedal height. The top speed is here safely around 50 to 55 kilometers an hour. So I think for most people that's enough in the city. Now for speed freaks like me, I'm also happy when I get back to the Veteran. But honestly, I think that 50 kilometers an hour is pretty cool for such a wheel. Now, I told you about going upstairs. Let's see if I can go up these ones. Probably not, but let's see. And you know, people keep complaining like that the shell isn't robust enough, and you know, truth be told, if you fall at 40 and it falls flat on its face, then yes, it won't survive that. But most falls like this, I think it's actually more robust than most of the counterparts in the Emotion and Kingsong department. Oh, I think I have to pass on this one today. I'm just getting too warm now. So, because this wheel is so lightweight and robust, it's just tons and tons and tons of fun. It just weighs 22.5 kilograms, which is 5 kilograms lighter than the new RS. So it's way easier to take upstairs. I like carving and turning in it way more. I think it doesn't have actually that much pedal dipping as the new GotWays with the hollow motor. And all in all, man, I think it's just such a great package. It's so much fun. I'm really glad I traded my V11 for this wheel, because this opened like totally new possibilities for me. GotWay, if you're listening, Bigoda, if you're listening, I think that you should come up with a new MSX with maybe just updated front lights. I think we don't need much more, maybe a bit more robust shell in the front, so you don't need to stick a 3D bumper to it. And if you also support this idea, comment below and, you know, let me hear out your opinion. And I saw a recent video by Chooch saying a similar thing, that there wasn't much love in the 1600 watt hour department recently, or sub 1600 watt hour, like 12 to 16. And I think that is actually the optimal range for most people in the city. Now for me, the only wheel I can't live without is the Veteran. And this isn't going anywhere because it has the most range, the most speed, best charging and all of that. Yeah, this ain't going anywhere. But probably the most fun in the city I have on the MSX, because I can do just all the fun, silly things that I used to do before. It's just too much fun. So, if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. See you soon. Oh.